I'm guessing they don't do that at gamers either, do they?
No. Unless you go
pay
extra for the back room.
If you would like to host your own version of a Smash Bros tournament, you can contact me directly.
Hello and welcome to Incomplete Geeks, a gay geek podcast where we talk about all sorts of geeky things. Sometimes our knowledge is perfect and amazing. Other times our knowledge is a little bit
incomplete.
That's right. I'm John. That's Nick. We're going to have a week of geekery fun where we just catch up on all the latest news, gossip, and fun things that have happened to us, I suppose.
Not many fun things have happened, but we'll try.
You got a haircut.
That's not a fun thing.
I got a tan.
Well, that's fun.
That is fun. So first of all, apologies to all of our listeners.
Both of you saw us.
all 13 of our listeners. Just kidding. No, we're really.
And we love all 13 of you.
We are
screw the rest of them.
We're actually really popular. We're just joking. We just tease that we have.
I wonder if they can see how many.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
I mean, don't go to YouTube or anything.
No, that's fine. Views.
So apologies from me because I screwed up the timing last week, didn't I? So we've had a bit of a gap. I had, go and...
well, last week you were away, right?
I was away on holiday, and I had an idea that we were going to have like a bank episode we could put in, but then we didn't get it right because of me. And so I wholeheartedly apologize because I am the one who dropped the ball. And I'm sorry for all of our fans who are like, what's the geek happenings this week?
What's happening?
John and Nick haven't come into my ear holes lately, and I feel incomplete. But that's why you're a listener.
Sorry, I just got distracted thinking about coming in ear holes.
No, you just got distracted because I said the word holes.
Complete. Oh, all of it.
Oh, I did say come as well, didn't
Complete. Fucking
No,
filth.
coming into ear holes.
Yeah.
I said that, right?
Yeah, you sure did. Coming into your ear holes.
Yeah.
Oh, that should have been our tagline. Coming into your... Someone else has done that. Someone else has done that. Someone's used that before.
Well, we generally don't know. I haven't seen it anywhere. So we can take it as ours. And if someone says, no, you copied it, we'll be like, we didn't because neither one of us. Right. Anyway, coming into your ear holes for a Geekery of the Weekery episode because there's 2 weeks worth of news we have to catch each other up on, I suppose. I was going to say catch up our listeners, but they probably know everything already.
They know already, but I'm sure they're dying to hear our bitchy opinions about all the stuff.
Exactly. What happened. They don't know is what we're going to say about it all.
Exactly.
Previously on X-Men.
Geekery of the Weekery.
All right, what have you got?
Oh shit, do I have to start?
I'm joking. I knew you didn't have anything.
Oh god. So. No, I have. I mean, all I have was, I think because it happened before we were supposed to record.
Yeah.
Was the fucking 11-hour stream or whatever it was. The cast announcement for Avengers Doomsday. Yeah. Because I had it on in the background at first messaging and everyone saying like, this is stupid. Who's going to watch this? And I had it on pretty much the entire time.
Well, on TikTok, because I think a number of
YouTube,
people
TikTok,
streamed it.
It was live streaming on all of them.
Let's start with that then, because that's arguably the biggest kind of news. Tell our listeners what you're talking about.
For those of you who didn't notice, God knows when it was, Marvel had a live stream on all their social platforms, and it was the backs of, what are they called? Like the little chairs?
Just
Director's
chairs? Like, like the really sort of basic looking chairs.
Where you put your stars' names on the back of them.
On the back,
it's a big
like
deal.
A fabric that goes between the two posts, I suppose.
And so they had all the chairs lined up with different the cast of the soon-to-be in production Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
And every minute or so, every couple of minutes, they'd pan on to the next one. So it was...
Every minute? That's like a really long ass video.
So it was like 11 fucking hours. I don't know how long it was. It was a long fucking stream.
Long
stream. Because they announced, that's gross. That's just pee.
Yeah, I
know. If you're into that, come into our ear holes.
We'll take all sorts of liquid.
And whilst I appreciate the drama and the theatrics of it, and there were moments when, like, because the music changes when they, like, panned over to a new chair, and I'm like, ooh, how exciting. And then it's Anthony Mackie, and you're like, oh, I don't care.
I knew he was going to be in it.
I mean, I was like, oh, wow. Sebastian Stan.
Oh.
Still. This guy is still, although he's great.
Bless him,
I think he's a very good actor, and he's
Oscar
great
nominated Sebastian Stan.
He's very good,
yes.
but like he's still in it. He's in so many fucking
good
films.
For him. Good for the
make
actor.
that money. Like, good for you. But it was it was trying to hark back to the days when we were excited about Marvel announcements.
Yeah.
And it really did try, bless, but it just emphasized its complete lack of originality because the cast was so unfucking inspiring.
Okay, so why was it uninspiring? Because I think there was a mix of it felt like I didn't watch it. I got the gist of it.
Because I was messaging you. I was like, oh,
like, oh my God, this one.
Oh,
yeah.
this one.
And the whole idea of it was to get people excited about it. Oh, we're going to start this production, which to me, a former actor, is like, that I think a lot of things changed from the cast announcement to the release.
This is by no means going to be the final cast. We're not stupid enough to believe that this is the only people that are going to be in it.
Yeah, forever.
But it's who's going to go into production, who's confirmed and main.
Apparently working on it now, quote unquote now, in London, I think. Or a lot of it's in London.
They always film a lot in London, but a lot in Atlanta as well. So it depends. If it's like Endgame and everything, they'll just all be split up.
It'll be split
depending
up,
on who's
that
who.
makes sense. So anyway,
do you have a list? I'm gonna you chat shit. I'm gonna see if
you
I can
find the
list.
actual list, because I've got things to say about the actual list as well. But what I was going to say before is it feels like it was meant to be a look at who we've got lined up, is to hint at kind of storylines as well. We know that there's going to be Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, pulling in characters from other universes. Okay, so there's always going to be a bit of a, oh my God, yay, Patrick Stewart is in it, and then Ian McKellen, which are the biggest two. Like, oh my God,
that was the first one that I think it was Ian McKellen I tuned into,
and you're like, oh my God,
oh wow, and then immediately,
you're like,
wait,
hang on a second, so they don't have anybody new.
Oh shit, that's not what I wanted at all.
It kind of feels like they saw, like I've said on this podcast before, Marvel is very good at trying lots of things and just doing again the things that worked in a way, or like worked and got good feedback from fans, or worked and got sort of people got excited about it and paid more for tickets, kind of thing. So they did that again, and what they did, in my opinion, is they sort of saw how successful Deadpool and Wolverine was, because and it was really fun, and the feedback from fans was that it was really fun because you get to see all these characters from other adjacent franchises, and you see them again, so you have that nostalgia hit, and you're like, oh yeah, it's everyone's seen Deadpool and Wolverine right now, so I'm not gonna spoil anything. Oh yeah, cool, it's Blade. Oh yeah, cool, it's Elektra, and it's really, really fun. And it seems like Marvel took that and said, okay, we'll just do that.
Let's just keep doing that.
Let's just keep,
because that was the point of
banking on the nostalgia.
Well, that was the whole point of Infinity War.
Yes, absolutely.
And they keep
so I guess it's not a brand new
doing
concept.
It. No, it is an old, tired concept.
They haven't really nailed exactly how to successfully bring in new characters and make people as excited about them, with exceptions.
I realize that's difficult because a lot of the fandom is toxic. So we are the problem. I do understand that, but that's their fucking job to figure it out. We're of course great.
Oh, perfect, yeah. Just bring in the X-Men.
But that's their fucking job to figure out.
Exactly.
You can't keep pandering to idiots.
Like, I love that we're going to see Ian McKellen as Magneto again, but I'm also like, when are we going to find out who is going to play Magneto in the future? Or any of the other X-Men.
That's because for me, all I care about is the X-Men. All this does is show me, we'll get onto this in a minute, it just shows me that they haven't started casting, or they haven't cast.
So there's still hope for me.
The X-Men. You can still do it. Yeah, there's plenty of time.
And
that's just a kick in the nuts. I'm like, I don't want these fucking characters from 2000.
I want you to, obviously
25 fucking years these characters have been in place. If you're not gonna use them because two of them won't survive
at least
the full thing of it. So
I hate to think about that as well, because people,
I hate to think about that.
Because people grow old. Like the real life time, people grow old and they won't look the same. Whereas in the comic books, you can draw the same age for many decades, and they're going to try to do that with the films as well, which I get. But I also don't want you to cast people that are too absurdly young, because they're going to suck as actors.
That's another point I hadn't even thought about. Yeah, I hate the fact that in order to cover that, because you'll be playing this character if it goes well for 20 years, they'll only cast people in their 20s. And it's boring.
I don't want that.
Cyclops can't be a 21-year-old.
Nothing against Ty Sheridan as an actor. He's
cutie
fine.
patootie.
He's fine. But you don't have the chops for a leader of X-Men who's been around. You know what I mean? Like nothing. I mean, I love Sophie Turner. She fit she's probably the least worst of that bunch. But like,
yes, she was very good. But it's again, I don't want to see the new.
All of them.
Oh God,
anyway.
I feel like. Do we want to talk about the X-Men-ness, or do we want to talk the full cast list? Because
I do want to talk about the full cast, but let's start with the X-Men because none of these young people are on the list. Correct? Like, there's no Cody Smith-McPhee. There's no Ty Sheridan, Sophie Turner. There's no Jennifer Lawrence.
No, it's the original one.
It's only Sir Ian, Patrick Stewart, Kelsey Grammer, from what I remember.
Rebecca Romaine.
Okay, that's
and
fine.
Alan Cumming.
Oh yes, of course. How could I forget?
How could you forget?
Alan Cumming. He had a really cute, I think it was Instagram reel or TikTok, whatever, and he was like, "Never say never" or something.
Oh, and James fucking Marsden.
Yes, he's okay.
And Channing Tatum.
But he's not. He's not.
He's not, but he is.
He's not, but he is. The old films.
He's not, but he is. I mean, I love James Marsden, but
I do too.
Move on. He's not going to be our Cyclops going forward.
He's not going to be.
It's just more nostalgia bait. And I understand the whole point of Secret Wars is all these alternate realities are converging, causing problems, and a lot of them are wiped out. That's what happens in the comics. That's the storyline they'll do. And so it can be here's the Fox universe. Oh, remember them? Wipes them out. They are gone forever. Please God, never come back.
Why didn't
they do this fucking 10 years? Like, it's too...
What was the whole thing about at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine? It was kind of like a farewell goodbye to the Fox universe.
And now we're going to do it again.
Oops, it's bait and switch. It's like, well, that kind of just destroys how, you felt like you feeling very nostalgic at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine because you missed all the stuff and you think about all the good times you had. Well, now, fuck you, because we're doing it again.
If they all do die, is this the third or fourth time Professor X has died?
Oh my God. I
didn't like it.
I didn't like it in X-Men 3, Last Stand.
Garbage.
I didn't like it in Multiverse of Madness when he died.
Oh, fourth then, yes.
What was the other one?
Logan.
Oh yeah,
he dies for real in Logan, which is great.
Which I think was the best send off of that character, I suppose.
Yes, absolutely.
Because
it
was a commentary on aging, basically.
It was brilliant, and Sir Pat was so good in it.
Yes, he was. Yes, agree. That's 3. Who's the fourth then?
This one will be the fourth one.
Oh, this one will be the fourth.
If they wipe them out, which they have to, and that's the whole point of the thing. It'll be the fourth fucking time they've killed off Professor X. And you expect us to care again?
I mean...
Again?
I love
because he'll come back as a different person. That's the whole point, is they're going to kill off Sir Pat so that it comes back as a different... Like, right, we've gone... So
what?
For the new X-Men...
Oh.
You need to have Professor X in the X-Men.
Yeah, not Patrick Stewart.
Yes, a non-Patrick Stewart version of him. So it's just like, how many fucking times can we do this, guys?
Yeah. Please stop.
How many times?
The thing is, like, I get that there are different versions of the character, but when you have somebody repeatedly die and then come back and repeatedly die, it loses the emotional impact of there's no stakes. I mean, I'm going to be mentioning Doctor Who later in this episode. They did the same thing.
Doctor Who,
yeah. Oh, you're so funny. That TV show where there was a period of time when like people would die and then would come back, and so like it just loses. If no one has, if deaths don't have consequences, then we don't care about the death.
Don't care.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Marvel. If your characters die, let them be dead, except for Phoenix. Like that's the whole.
This is literally the whole shtick of a Phoenix. That's why it's fine.
Yes. There's a reason for it. It's not just sort of doing it because we want the nostalgia. We want characters to come back.
I'm excited that Rebecca Romaine will get a proper send off.
I like that too.
She never got a send off.
True.
And she was the best thing about the original X-Men trilogy. Would you say?
Mystique? Would I say the best thing? She was very good.
Would you not say she was the best thing of the original X-Men trilogy? What was better? Shirtless Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman topless #1.
I mean,
Rebecca Romaine
we're talking about
naked, sliding on her pussy through that fucking door, giving people the finger.
That was great.
Fuck me, that was great.
Alan Cumming bamfing out of the jet and then grabbing
the opening
Rogue.
The opening of X2 was fucking great. But Mystique was the... Anyway, so I'm glad Rebecca Romaine will have a little bit of spotlight because I feel like people know her a little bit more now, and she's fab. Do you think they'll CGI her? Because that's what Alan Cumming was saying. It's like it used, for the first one, it took like 4 hours to get into makeup, and now they're just putting dots on his face in the CGI afterwards. He's like, it takes 20 minutes to get ready.
Okay.
Yay for you.
Great.
But please
also,
pay your VFX artists so that we don't get a repeat of She-Hulk, which again was good. Just shit VFX.
She-Hulk, yes. She-Hulk is the thing because you needed to invest more time and energy into that because she's on the screen a lot. I thought you were going to say, don't do End of the Marvels Beast when Kelsey Grammer had the dots because it just looked weird. I think the CGI was fine, but it looked weird because they're trying to go towards a more X-Men 97 kind of cartoon
look. Oh, I didn't think that, but okay.
But he was barely on.
Yeah. Oh, so
that's any X-Men?
I don't know what they're gonna do with the X-Men, and it's a weird fucking mix of them. It doesn't make. I can't picture what it would make sense story-wise. It is literally just nostalgia bait. What the hell do those? There's Cyclops, but no Jean, no Storm, no Logan.
No Storm, no Jean. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm okay with no Logan. To be honest.
Oh my god, no. We just had him, and I'm fine with that. But it's. I don't know what they're going to do. How is this? And are they going to be in the whole thing? Or are they going to be like, oh my God, something's happening. Squash. They're dead.
Yep.
I don't. Nothing about it makes me excited because I don't know. I don't know what the point of it is.
They started with the nostalgia bait by casting Robert Downey Jr. as Doom.
Yeah.
They kind of were
which was saying, the downfall of the whole fucking MCU was casting Downey as Doom.
I'm willing to say it's the downfall of the multiverse saga. I think phase 5.5, whatever we're on it now. Like, just do it, and then
it sets the precedent for what they're willing to do creatively. Like this,
I suppose.
Where are new characters? Where are the characters that they've introduced that we do love, but they're not bringing back? It's just the oldies.
Okay, let's talk about that because I have noticed a few people who are not on that list.
Who was missing?
Lizzie
Wanda.
Olsen.
Where the fuck is Lizzie Olsen?
Yeah. Has she? I mean, she can't say anything, obviously, because she's probably bound by NDAs, whatever. But like, why we not have any? Do we just say like again? She's a character who they say that she's died, but we, I want her to sort of have consequences. But also
in a film where there were multiples of her.
Yeah, exactly.
So we know that there's another one. We saw her. She's in the other universe with her kids. Like we've literally seen her.
Yeah,
there she is. Pick her up.
Just do that.
Move over. Go into that universe. There's a million.
We lost the crazy one, so
yeah, and now we've just got the good ones left. Great. She's an example of a character that was like introduced to just kind of be like a side character because she's a girl. Whatever. Yeah. Whilst the boys do all the work, and because she was left to be just a brilliant character played by a brilliant actress, everyone fucking loves her. Like,
exactly.
You gave her WandaVision. Everyone's like, "Fuck me, this character's awesome. This actress is awesome." And then you butchered her character growth in that film.
Oh, people like her? Okay,
I think so, but again, I live in an echo chamber of following the people who like her. Mm-hmm. So, one person they don't like, who I was angry that they cowardly didn't. Her name was not there.
Mm-hmm. Tell me,
Brie Larson.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Where the fuck is Captain Marvel?
I mean, the thing is, like, these people get films where the characters are not done justice, and then instead of fixing it or doing something to retcon it or whatever, they just drop the character. So they did that to Lizzie. They did it to Brie. They did it to Carol. It's like her film did not do her justice as a character.
Neither of them did. One made lots of money, but wasn't... great.
She wasn't like
another one was
her film.
Another one was good, and I really enjoyed it, but just released at a time when no one wanted anything new or to go to the cinema or liked women. So
exactly. Well, that's.
I mean, there's
the way of the world. Multiple things wrong with it, but it wasn't a bad film that people thought it was, and I think it just didn't do her justice, and no one knows where she is now, I guess.
And it's just, all right, let's forget about it. But Robert Downey's back, everyone. That'll fix everything.
Yeah, we all like him.
Fuck
great.
that.
And I'm sure he'll be fine.
Where's Kamala?
It's Doom. Yeah, so Kamala Khan was the one I was like, I was going to say.
Kamala?
Yeah, it's confusing.
Kamala Harris.
Because it's Kamala Harris.
Khan.
Exactly. None of the new Avengers are there. There's no Kate Bishop.
None of the kids.
Haley Steinfeld. None of the new ones.
Nope.
Okay, so we're not investing in that anymore.
Billy's not there either.
Sorry, who?
Billy
Wiccan, yeah. Billy Wiccan.
So I understand if they're keeping those separate to do Young Avengers, but you've taken so long to do it. None of them are young. Like,
Yep.
How old is Haley Steinfeld?
She's got to be close to 30. She is really
But yeah, she's going to be in her 30s by the time they get her in a fucking film. Gonna be weird.
So much for Young Avengers.
Who else was missing that you wanted to see?
I just was. Were you handing me the microphone just now?
Just pointing it.
And what do you think, sir? Hardly any women.
Oh my god, that's what I was. Yeah, so
hardly any women.
So we do have Yelena Belova, whom I love.
Okay, so she
was in it.
She survived Thunderbolts then,
or her multiverse twin does.
I suppose. Yeah, can't
none of Letitia Wright.
Oh yeah, we got Letitia Wright. I mean, she's the current Black Panther. Do we like her again, or are we still not over it? I don't remember.
I'm not super excited about her.
Yeah, I mean,
so she can't hold a film. I don't think she's that exciting. I think Ghost is in it as well.
I did not see Hannah John Kamen's name.
You didn't? Okay.
You got the list.
Oh, it's so long.
Give it to me.
Don't make me scroll. Don't make me sing.
Don't make me sing.
Vanessa Kirby.
Right. Okay. So they have how many of the Pedro's in it as well. So they
yeah. All of them are in it.
They're all in it.
I'm looking for women. Letitia Wright.
What other females have you got?
Still scrolling. Oh no, she is in it. Hannah John Kamen.
I think it's Kamen. I'm sorry I thought. I apologize if I'm wrong. Okay. Oh yeah, good.
Rebecca Romaine.
Good.
Jeez. That's all the women. From like 20 fucking people, we have 4 women. One of which is Letitia Wright.
4 women. 4? Really?
Did I count that wrong? Rebecca Romaine.
Rebecca.
Florence Pugh, Letitia Wright,
Vanessa Kirby.
5.
Okay, so 5.
Woo! That changes it.
5 out of 60, or whatever it is. People of color. Letitia Wright. Sam Wilson.
Simu.
Oh, is Simu Liu in it?
Yeah. About fucking time. When did that film come out?
Oh my god, I really like that film. I think that's a really good film. It was a good
film, and they was in the post credits, and they did nothing with it. We've got Winston Duke in it as well.
Oh yeah.
Is Hannah a woman of color? She's not white.
I don't know.
She's not white,
perhaps?
is she?
Sure. Let me look this up. So we're not.
She's just English.
She's just English. Where are you? But where are you really from?
But where are you from?
But where are you from? I'll look her up so I can see her.
I'm scrolling to find other. I can't pronounce his name.
Her Wikipedia is not.
This list is so shit. Why am I using this list where ads keep popping up? Namor.
She has her Wikipedia, which does not give her pronunciation. So, Hannah John Kamen is born in England, Norwegian mother who was a fashion model, and forensic psychologist father who's from Nigeria.
Okay.
So, there you go.
Thank you.
Namor, who is my trivia brain is glitching.
I would assume he's Mexican, right?
Yes, he is definitely Mexican. Oh, do you have
with tits out? Great.
Do you have is Joaquin in it on the list as well?
Joaquin?
Isn't that his name? I
was like Joaquin Phoenix. That's that's the wrong franchise.
Joaquin Torres.
Yeah, he's in it.
Okay, so
there he is. Danny Ramirez.
Yes.
He's hot. We like him.
He's very hot.
Although apparently boring in that film.
Have you not seen it?
No.
He's all right. There's not much to do.
Joaquin Torres.
He gets injured, and that's about the extent of his arc. But he remains hot.
But remains hot to this day. So we've managed to go on about this for
24 minutes.
20 minutes about this list.
We'll cut our scrolling. But okay, so we don't know nothing about there's no speculation about the storyline, which is fine.
Oh my fucking god, Tom Hiddleston. I think that's when I threw it across the screen. Threw my screen across the room. Tom, fuck off! Fuck off! You made such a fucking big deal about that fucking finale where he became one with time, or whatever the fuck that fucking show finished as. Oh, but let's bring it back.
The new tree.
Oh my god! I'm so sick of it.
If he's anything more than a Watcher type entity where he's just
I will
overseeing
accept
it,
Watcher type entity, and
that's
then you're gone. And then he goes, "Uh-oh."
He's like, I'm just sit here, watch this. I'll allow this in the timeline. Keep going. God of Stories, they call me now. Never mentioned in the TV show, but that's what we're saying now.
I think I hate Marvel now. This is crap.
let's see what goes on. You know,
I'm not excited.
As long as we make our feelings known, maybe they'll hear us and be like, maybe
you know who else was missing? Where's She-Hulk?
Where's She-Hulk?
She's supposed to be in it.
She's supposed to be like best buds with Kevin.
And they just gave up on all the women. Just gave up on all the fucking women.
I mean, again, like I said, you try when you try something, Marvel, and it doesn't work. That doesn't mean you drop it. You fix it. Like, why are you only doing this? Is how TV shows fails. Like, well, I mean, I guess who am I to say anything? CSI's been going on for like 27 years. I mean, if it works, great, but you have to keep doing. You have to find the balance, keep doing the things that will broaden your borders, but also doing the things that make people figure out what it actually is that makes people happy. Do not bank on the nostalgia so much. I mean, I can see them thinking like, oh, if we bring in She-Hulk, they're just gonna think about how much they hated the TV show. Then give her something new.
Fucking fix it then.
Fix it then.
This is your fucking job. I understand. You have to adapt to that. Oh, people didn't love it the way we thought they would. Okay. Fucking fix it.
Fine. Then figure out what you did wrong.
You are the most creative, richest people in the fucking entertainment industry. You are from the biggest fucking studio that could possibly be. You have all the fucking resources. There are ways to figure this out. Jesus Christ.
Case in point, forget her name now, the one who did Agatha All Along. She took her original show, WandaVision, figured out what made it work, and did the same thing again with different characters. So it wasn't nostalgic.
The showrunner, you mean? Rather than
Jack Schaefer.
Yes. Rather than repeating.
Instead of repeating
the story.
Exactly. Don't make another.
She had the freedoms. Like, what worked was
the themes.
Was serial television.
Exactly.
That's what worked, and the time to create interesting characters and not interconnected high stakes crap, and women. Very, very women heavy. Fucking ace actors that you let fucking shine.
Very, very, very non-hetero as well. We need more of that.
Yeah. X-Men 97.
X-Men 97, another case in point. Figure out what made it good. I mean, there's things that are,
queery kind of fine. Because it managed to do like callbacks to fans and callbacks to fans of the original show, callbacks to fans of the comics.
Hey, we see you and we respect you. Here's more of what you like. Another case in point, to a lesser extent, is Deadpool and Wolverine. It wasn't the same, but you brought in certain things. What people loved about, say, the first Deadpool is his sort of irreverence and his ability to sort of make fun of himself and other people. And it wasn't the same Wolverine. It was like the same actor, but obviously, it took the piss out of itself in a way that people enjoyed. True. So I don't think it was a repeat of the other Deadpool films, but they're doing something new with the character.
Whilst it wasn't a repeat of the Deadpool films, but it was just nostalgia bait.
Yes.
It was all nostalgia for Deadpool, nostalgia for Wolverine, nostalgia for literally all everything else.
All of those franchises, yeah.
Literally everything else. So it was a clever spin on it. It was like, here's all your nostalgia. Mm-hmm. So that was a clever way of doing it. But the fact that they just continue doing it, like if that was like, we're done. Here's all your nostalgia. We are done. That's what it should have been.
Should be.
Fucking Secret Wars can't be it again. Oh my God.
Yeah. Marvel's like, oh, I see that you did technically Deadpool Wolverine was a Marvel film. But like, oh, that worked. Okay, now let's do it.
Let's do it again.
We're going to try it now with the other ones. Like, no, just do something. We did it. God. Imagine if Deadpool and Wolverine had a sequel where it was just more nostalgia.
Wolverine and Deadpool.
Deadpool and Wolverine and Deadpool. Oh. Deadpool and Wolverine and Dogpool. Isn't there a cow as well? There's like a cow pool or something.
Probably.
Anyway, that's enough about Doomsday.
Can we move on?
Let's move on because we are excited, but also
I'm not excited.
Dreading.
I'm terrified. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Okay, Geekery of the Weekery.
Oh, let's do the intro.
Previously on X-Men.
Geekery of the Weekery.
We never did the intro. Geekery of the Weekery.
I'll figure out a way to put it. I'll do it again. I'll put it in the beginning, and it'll sound weird, and then we'll do it again just now when you said it.
It's great.
Fine.
Do another one.
Okay.
Previously on X-Men.
Geekery of the Weekery.
There's some new trailers that came out. So we have a new trailer for Thunderbolts. A couple of new trailers for Thunderbolts.
I think since the first announcement, there've been a couple, right? I don't think I watched the A24 quotes version. So
I don't know what that one is.
So like they released a trailer to make it kind of look like an A24 film.
Really? You're not talking about the Super Bowl spot. That was like
I don't know.
The first time there was like a minute-long trailer, I suppose. We could just watch it now if you wanted to. Show me the A24 when you're talking about.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think I've seen this one. What?
Oh, I hadn't seen that.
Oh, is there two of them? The cinematographer of The Green Knight. What?
What's The Green Knight?
No idea. This looks really fun. I can't believe I've not seen it.
But the point is, let's wait until this is done. The point is, the trailer is making it look like it's an A24 film. It's not going to be.
No,
it is going to be a straight up Marvel film, because the trailer I watched today or yesterday is just pure Marvelness. It's just pure.
That's the Super Bowl one was right, the one there.
Okay.
And then I think I saw maybe this one. I remember her face.
Tickets on, because the tickets have just gone on sale, so I think that's why they're doing it.
So I'm more excited about Thunderbolts now, and that was a really fun trailer. I've not seen it,
but then again, don't expect that.
No, of course not.
That's the thing. It's like don't trick us into thinking it's going to be one thing and then just do the same shit over and over again. Like, that's the point. It's like, oh god, look, we're creative now. It's like, no, you're not.
No.
Especially not for this. This is not the kind of film where you would be artistically creative. It is a full, just a plain ass.
I feel it. Yeah, it's like they're not trying to be a new Avengers. It's literally they're promoting it like it's a ragtag team stopping this big threat. Which I'm fine with. Is anybody being confused that they think it's going to be like an artsy-fartsy kind of A24?
No, I don't know. Maybe not. From this, none of the people that I listen to, because we've been through this before. Well, it's like, you didn't trick us. It'll just be a plain-ass Marvel film. Which would be fine if you didn't fuck everything else up.
Yeah. Was it made... That was obviously made by Marvel, but was it made to be like, this is a new trailer? Like, no one's getting fooled if that's like not what it's going to be like. It's whatever.
I don't know. You kind of are. You sound a little bit more excited.
It was fun. Well,
because why are there two Yelenas? I've never seen that.
Oh yeah, that was weird. Dream sequence? Universe?
Maybe. Ugh.
Are we going to see Robert Downey Jr., Dr. Doom at the end of this one or something? I don't know. Anyway, speculation aside, the other things that we do know about this film, we pretty much confirmed that Bob, aka Sentry, is kind of the villain.
Have you seen the newer trailer where it just straight up tells you that? It shows you that happening. So
what, like Sentry transforming to the Black Void, which I don't know anything about.
Taking over everything, and then Val, or whatever her name is, Julie Louis-Dreyfus, is just literally telling people, it's like, oh, this is what's happening. He's literally the villain.
That's fine. I get it.
Done. Which is fine.
We'll see what they do. It's more important what they do with it.
It's a good villain, though.
I don't know anything about it, so
it's a good,
I'm
big, very scaring, big stakes villain.
Okay.
Especially for people who are no powers virtually.
True. The only power. Okay, so hang on. It's really the way that he just erases people out and leaves like a big old shadow. That's really creepy looking.
It's creepy and it looks cool.
It looks cool. The only one of the powers is Ghost, who I don't feel like I'm seeing a lot in the trailers.
No,
so especially, and also Olga Kurylenko as Taskmaster from the Black Widow film.
Oh, is she in it too?
She's in it. She's in the poster as well, but obviously she's behind a mask all the time. You don't see hardly anything of her, and because that character is so different in terms of backstory from the comic books, I have a feeling that she's not going to survive.
No, that's a good point. She may be we're all put together and she'll die.
And then she dies because, which I think it's funny because she's a good actress. She's a really good actress, and I've seen her in other things. Like, she's well known as an actress. But anyway, and then of course Bob, who's meant to be this amnesiac kind of character, but we all know.
Yeah,
I think they do say Sentry in one of the things.
I think so.
As the villain, and that's fine. They got to band together and
punch him, punch and kick him. That's literally all they can do. It's just 4 super soldiers and Ghost.
They must be able to find a way to beat him, and then have to sort of implement it. Because there's one shot of Yelena walking up to the edge of the shadows or something like that. That's going to be towards the climax. Methinks.
The thing is, back in their original plan for what they wanted to do with the future of Marvel, I'm sure they never thought, oh, let's have Yelena be the star and carrying these films. And then some fucking genius cast Florence Pugh, and they're like, oh shit.
Oh, she's really good.
She can carry the whole she could carry the whole kind of franchise. I think she could be the kind of linchpin character that they wish Carol or She-Hulk should be.
Yeah.
It should be Steve or
a Steve kind of, or Tony.
You know, a Tony that everyone kind of rallies around.
Mm-hmm.
They needed a new one of that, which they clearly can't make because they keep bringing back both Steve and anyway.
And Bucky.
But fucking Bucky. No, they won't rally around Bucky. It should have been a Carol.
It should have been Carol.
Could have been Jen. It would have been great. It's not going to be Anthony Mackie.
Ugh, I feel bad.
But it could be Elena. Just because acting wise, she can hold the film. She could be the star, and these are all the peripheral characters, and her chops, her presence could pull it all together. Anthony Mackie cannot do that.
I think he's an exceptional actor. I've not seen anything that he's done that I've been sort of like, that's not good. I think he's really good. I've seen him in things before he was in MCU, and he's always been good. In Brave New World, which I know we don't talk about, but it's like his kind of the way that he holds the film together is it's basically like he's trying to be the peacekeeper the whole time in that film, and it's not like he doesn't really command that sort of that kind of leadership role in a way, which is kind of funny because like it makes sense that he is the new Captain America, but he doesn't hold the same sort of, like you said, rally around kind of vibe that Steve did, you know.
He's not a shake things up kind of character, which both Captain America and Iron Man were.
Yeah.
That's why people...
Part of that is also the storyline of that film where he's meant to be... He's trying to de-escalate a lot of conflict, basically.
Yeah, true. But that's where they went with that character rather than making them a kind of linchpin. True. So anyway, I don't know if they want to put all their faith in a backup Black Widow. But
that's the thing, like Black Widow, Natasha was never the linchpin of that original group.
She was a leader of the Avengers in the comics. I will have you
know. That was my next question. Was she?
She sure was.
So that's out beginning of May.
1st of May, I think. I'll watch it.
First week of May. There's also so that's Thunderbolts.
Done.
There's also been a new trailer.
Geekery the Weekery.
Another.
Do it again.
Previously on X-Men.
Geekery of the Weekery.
And every time we do it, it's like the X-Men at the end of it as well, isn't it? Previously on Superman has a new trailer.
With the dog.
What do you think about this trailer?
All right.
Yeah?
Sure. It's cute. It's fine. It doesn't really change my expectations of what the film is going to be. Same as with Thunderbolts. Like, I feel pretty confident I know what it's going to look and feel like. Because I don't feel James Gunn does anything different.
No, I think
he does James Gunn films, which are great.
Yeah.
Which are very, very good films, and the TV shows he's done for DC are great.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting that, just with a wholesome lead rather than an asshole lead. You know?
Yeah, but we knew that the dog was in it because the previous trailer, the previous trailer had a lot of like character cameos in it, like there's so and so, there's like Hot Girl or Lex Luthor and other characters I don't remember at the moment, but like there was a dog at the end of it.
I feel like we've always known that, but it shows the kind of way it's going to work and that sort of stuff. And him as Clark, whatever. Yeah,
Clark, and it's going to be like, it's basically an origin story. So I mean, I think James Gunn is going to handle that fairly well.
I think he will. I do think he will.
Let me read you what Den of Geek says about this new trailer. The teaser features extended footage of Crypto frolicking and being a normal dog before rescuing Superman. Crypto takes Superman to his Arctic hideaway, the Fortress of Solitude, presented here with a crystalline design that John Barry made for the 1978 film. But the most notable addition comes with the figures who tend to Spider-Man.
That's a crossover I want to see.
That would never happen, though.
I don't.
But the most notable addition comes with the figures who tend to Superman. 4 humanoid machines with capes and shields. Superman and robots may be new to this film's marketing and indeed to Superman movies in general, but they have a long history in the comics. Throughout the Silver Age, that's literally what it says, Superman, if you need an editor, Den of Geek, I am available. Throughout the Silver Age, Superman often employed robot clones of himself, sometimes to throw off people who suspect his secret identity, and sometimes just to mess with Lois Lane. The robots aren't just a cool detail from the comics, they're a part of a longer tradition of genre fiction, one that James Gunn clearly loves. By situating Superman within this lineage, Gunn shows that he's not just performing another cynical task of IP mining, he's celebrating a genre, remembering its past while moving forward. The end.
Full stop.
Agree, disagree?
No,
it's kind of like...
I will believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
It's a difficult task to take such a well-known IP.
I was just going to say something. I was going to say it's a big task.
And make it something that will, like in the comics and cartoons, have interesting stories to mine. I feel like when people have made films, they've just rehashed film Superman versus this, which feels like comic book Superman.
Right.
And giving the character different directions to go in or different problems to... Ooh, squeaky chair. Different problems to face rather than just Lex Luthor in Kryptonite.
Yeah. Or Zod.
Or Doomsday.
Or whatever he did in Justice League.
Oh, wait, Doomsday? Yeah, Doomsday's still him. Darkseid, Doomsday.
Darkseid, that's what I was thinking of.
I love Darkseid. I'm sure it will be good.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a good one for him to do and take hold of because he's in charge of the whole cinematic universe. They're gonna be nice.
I think I agree. I think that'll be good because it's basically James Gunn, who is a nerd who loves comic books and is also a competent filmmaker.
Yes,
as opposed to somebody who's like just
100%. I don't doubt his ability to make great films. I doubt his ability to run the whole thing because his style of movies and TV shows are very stylized. They're very James Gunn. So I don't know how you can be in charge of everyone else having creative though. But maybe he will because he's a filmmaker, and rather than saying you have to stick to this formula because that's the new DC formula, maybe he'll let people do what they want, which they haven't in Marvel.
Yeah.
Says I.
Which is great because he's obviously that's his way of showing respect to the fans who have been following this character.
We'll see. Well, let's not get too carried away.
Fine.
Next.
Let's switch to that's all I have for film.
Fab.
Let's move on to video games.
Okay.
I got two things for you. The Nintendo Switch 2 has had a sort of a press release kind of thing where they announced it earlier in the year that it would come out this year, and then in the last week they announced that it was the due date is now June for most of the world. You can pre-order it, not in America. It looks really.
It's like why?
Why?
What on earth could be happening in America?
Like why not
that
America?
Would stop.
Oh. Yeah. This is not that kind of podcast. But Mario Kart World is basically the only definite title that they've shown. And all the other features, they seem a bit lackluster, I'm afraid. And I
haven't seen many good reviews or any good feedback about the announcement so
I
far.
thought it was just really interesting how people have been looking forward to this, and now it's like, oh, actually,
it's actually kind of shit.
I might just have to go through my backlog now. No, I don't need this new system.
Don't need it.
It's very similar to what the Wii U was, where it's like, just sort of a new a fresh coat of paint and new buttons
which is fine
camera.
if you'd released that a while ago. This is not a big revolution then.
It's not.
But what's the difference with Mario Kart then? What's going to be different in this one versus the other one? Does anyone know?
No idea.
Oh.
I think that the focus is going to be on you can have multiple different kind of characters that you can play as. But the thing is, like,
Can't you do that already?
No, I mean, like, there's even more.
Oh, okay.
Even more characters, like random characters you can drive around as. But I don't play Mario Kart to play as the different characters. I want to play around the tracks.
They'll do. Oh, okay.
You know, and like the competitive aspect, I can play with my friends and sort of beat them in races.
Doesn't seem anything ravage. Have you ever played Strip Mario Kart?
No, I think. Wait, who told me? Was it you who mentioned this?
I wanted to know if there's anything different because like Strip Mario Kart is great fun, but there's only like one fun twist to it. I was like, I think I want some more rules to it to make it a little bit more engaging. Explain
to me and the listeners.
Well, it's pretty simple because like
you lose a race, take off a piece of clothing?
Like you would, yeah. Whoever loses the race takes off an item of clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty simple, right? The only fun extra twist, which I really like, is the blue shell.
Yeah, I was going to say.
If you get hit by the blue shell or fire the blue shell, you have to take an item of clothing off without pausing the game.
Oh, right. Okay.
That is fun. And I feel like for a good strip Mario Kart, we need a few more of those. And I wondered if there were any other ones that might be introduced in this new version that would make it more interesting.
Well, you say introducing the new version, but it's not like Nintendo came up with that.
No, but like what's like, oh, well, they're doing this. It's like, right, every time you do that, you have to take your clothes off or something like that.
Dear listener, if you have ideas of what kind of extra rules to add to Mario Kart,
just one or two, because otherwise it's not.
You're gonna forget. And if there's drinking involved, then there's also drinking rules usually.
Oh, I don't do drinking ones.
Well, there you go. That's why you know.
No, because you're also like, but
depends.
what's the trigger that makes you drink apart from losing a race? There needs to be other things like that, because Blue Shell's a little bit unique.
Yes.
Like every time you get inked on, what you piss. I don't know.
Inked on? I do get inked on.
Every time you get inked on, I jerk off. I don't know. Something like that. Please, if you have ideas, honestly, I will use them and I will report back, because this is fun. incompletegeekspodcast@gmail.com. Let me know.
incompletegeekspodcast@gmail.com, yes. And also, or contact us on Instagram or TikTok. We have messages there as well.
Make a TikTok and tag us @incompletegeeks.
Yes, that's a great idea.
Thank you.
So that's Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm just trying to keep it gay.
Yeah, it's not really gay. You know why? Every time I play, I go to the gamers event, and
of course,
I have about one drink.
You don't play strip Mario Kart.
No, it's not
gamers.
strip there at that Mario Kart. But also,
there's so many hotkeys there. My God,
do you want to go on Wednesday?
No, they're too hot for me.
Please,
they are.
You would wipe the floor with that.
I'd have to.
And you don't have to play video games anyway. Mario Kart is one of the games where I am pretty good after about one drink, and then
have you seen the videos about Smash Brothers? That's a different kind of video.
Smash Brothers. I'm also really bad at that.
No, but the
Smash,
the gay Smash Brothers one.
No, show this to me. Put it on. We'll put it on our TikTok.
I wouldn't be allowed to put it on that.
Oh right, okay. It's like blurring or something.
I don't think we get away with it. So the Smash Brothers tournament is like the two bottoms play Smash Brothers, and then the top fucks whoever is winning,
right,
to distract them.
Porn,
and when they don't, and when the other one swaps, so he swaps back and forth.
Wow, that's
fantastic. I'm guessing they don't do that at gamers either, do they?
No, unless you go.
Pay
extra for the back room.
If you would like to host your own version of a Smash Bros. Tournament, you can contact me directly.
I did say that I'm very bad at it, but you don't really play, so you even worse than probably.
Yeah.
If you want to hold a tournament with dark room Smash Brothers, contact us, incompletegeekspodcast@gmail.com. We
read Incomplete Geeks.
every email.
Please do it.
Please do it.
No, it's going to be a long summer.
Previously on X-Men.
Geekery of the Weekery.
Right.
What else you got?
Okay, so the new season has been announced for Marvel Rivals.
Oh my God!
You know where I'm going with this?
I've seen the trailer.
It's called Hellfire Gala.
Yes.
And only one. I think it started as of the time of recording. We're recording this on a Saturday. It started yesterday, Friday, the 11th of April, called Hellfire Gala, with one announced character,
Emma fucking Frost.
Emma
baby.
fucking Frost. And there's a sort of a storyline with Ultron. Apparently, I don't know much about
I've just seen the trailer.
Oh, have you? Okay.
For all of it, because it came up on my feed. Yeah.
So we did say that if Gambit was a character, I'd have to start playing it again. It is free.
Is Gambit in it now?
No. That was either a leak that's not ready, or it's just sort of a
he will be in it eventually.
herring.
They got to keep it going.
Here's how she looks.
Yeah.
Emma Frost.
Yeah.
There is a sort of a photo with, look at those boobs. Oh my God.
It's Emma Frost.
There's one. Okay, it's an epic skin where, look at those boobs on the bottom right. Just sticking out.
Yeah.
Of course
her
she's
bachelor outfit.
Is this gonna make you play?
I'll play. I suck at it. But I'll happily play. People want to watch me die as Emma Frost.
Well,
she's a tank, apparently, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a vanguard, which means she's basically the sort of defensive capabilities. She has team up abilities that work in conjunction with Magneto.
Weird choice.
And Psylocke.
Psylocke for sure, yeah. Although they don't like each other.
Because
they're both telepaths.
Oh, I thought it had something to do with the Hellfire Gala, perhaps.
No. Her and Psylocke don't get on well, and it's new Psylocke. It's canon, so she doesn't know her. But hot girls with big tits and telepathic powers, put them together. Sure.
Yeah. So she has moves called telepathic pulse, where basically like you can channel it, and the longer it's a beam. The longer it hits, the higher the damage.
Oh, I like that.
Another ability called psionic seduction,
Woo!
which stuns foes and prevents them from using their ultimate abilities for a time. She does have a diamond form, which is basically like shifts your abilities, I guess, and makes your attack style different. You're also unable to be stunned in diamond form, which makes sense. Psychic spear, which is like a debuff. It does extra damage when it sort of bursts. Apparently, I don't know. And then an ability called Mind's Aegis, which basically like puts a shield in the venue. What's it called? In the arena. Cool.
Love it.
Those are the special ones.
I love it.
Anyway, I was looking up what there's. I think there was a
Smash.
Also Smash. Yeah. Oh, here it is. This image, which might hint at future characters upcoming in the Hellfire Gala. I don't know what. I can't zoom in properly. Here we go. Obviously that's Rocket in the front, but who is the rest of them? And Cloak and Dagger in the back. But Cloak and Dagger are already in it, and Rocket's already in it. Who's the guy on the front right? And who's the guy sort of behind Emma?
Behind Emma is Cloak.
Oh, maybe not behind her then.
There's Ultron in the top right. Who's the blonde dude behind Rocket?
Oh, that's what I meant. No idea. Hellfire Gala?
And who? Well, on the right must be T'Challa.
That one on the right?
The one on the right. Look at him. Young, hot black guy. And smiling, so it's not Bishop.
But why has he got sort of a moon shape on his face then?
Oh, I don't know. But it's the gala, so they should all be dressed up in formal wear. So blonde one's probably Captain America, because they all go in the comics. They all go to the event dressed up in their finery and then fight. So
I suppose
it could just be a different skin for them if those characters. Because Captain America's already in it. Is Black Panther? He's already in it.
He is, but I've not seen him in game without his mask on, so I don't really.
Maybe it's just the new skins for them.
Maybe
for Hellfire.
There are a lot of skins now.
The skins.
Like I haven't played it ever since.
I think it's so clever to make it free and just charge people for vanity stuff.
Yes,
because it makes it so much fun.
Yeah,
it doesn't stop you from playing it. You just want extra bits. That's great.
It doesn't give you any necessarily a specific boost to the play.
You won't be better at the game because you pay more money.
Exactly.
Elon.
Exactly. It also would be. I'd be more likely to spend money if it was just cosmetic.
Because you're less likely to resent it. It's like, no, I want the Dark Child skin. It's like, cool.
It's like, oh, I spent $5 on this, but somebody else spent 50, so they're still better than me.
It's just fun.
Also, I suck. So that's video games.
Yay! We can make strip Marvel Rivals as well. If you would like to play strip Marvel Rivals,
yes.
Please contact us, incompletegeekspodcast@gmail.com.
We'd have to figure out the logistics for that then, because
I will forward it to my personal email.
12. I have access to those.
12 is fine.
12 people.
What? It's fine.
I've
done worse.
You need 12 sort of different systems, I guess. Basically, like what a LAN party was back in the day.
It's all remote, isn't it? So you could have little groups in each room. Sorry.
I suppose.
This is before we've had a drink.
We haven't even had any drinks.
It's been a while.
Okay, my last Geekery of the Weekery news for you.
Geekery of the Weekery!
Previously on X-Men.
Geekery of the Weekery.
Smash! No, that's the wrong one. How does it go? Sega. Previously on Geekery of the Weekery. A number of TV shows have new seasons that have started or will start, and I'm looking forward to talking about them because I'm never going to see them.
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us Season 2.
It's out next week.
It's out next week, and there's been a lot of buzz about that.
Did you watch the first one?
No.
It's not your thing. Zombies isn't your thing.
Zombies, but Pedro is my thing.
Pedro is. Oh, he's wonderful. It really shows him his acting chops.
Don't answer this question.
Okay.
But does he die in the first season? Because everyone's talking. He was such a. Well, I don't know why The Last of Us just exploded him onto the scene. It was such a good performance. I just assumed that he died because of how good his performance was. People always sort of say like if you die as a character, like a lot of people who get Oscars have died in their films because this is part of the thing. But like, I've seen him in promotional material for the new season, so now I'm really confused. Anyway, like I said, thank you for answering that question. So I guess I'll have to, so I don't get spoiled, I'll have to watch the first season. Netflix, isn't it?
I think Tom will like it.
Probably. He's all right with zombies.
Zombies are there, and that's the world, but they're not the focus. And unlike Walking Dead was just about like, my God, the world's awful, people are awful, and everybody rapes and kills, and we're all awful, and everything is awful. That's not what it's like, because it's so short, because it's HBO.
So not Netflix then, is it?
No, you'd have to get Sky or Now.
We've got Sky, actually, so maybe
oh my God.
Do we?
It's only 8 or 10 episodes. Like, they like the video game, like they move around, and so there's a few episodes with this cluster of characters, this episode with this character. So it feels, it's just, it feels very different, and he's got so much recognition for it because he's so different from his, everyone knows him from Game of Thrones.
Yep.
This hot, sexy,
sex man
stud, and then he's Joel. He's brilliant. It's just
okay,
good.
Fine,
but it is zombie dystopian stuff, but I think Tom would
dystopian. Like it. There's plenty, but I've got 3 other ones I want to talk about. One is Doctor Who, which I mentioned earlier. So
Doctor Who?
That one, yeah. So we're calling it season 2, I guess, because it's like the Disney takeover. Rumor has it, and you heard it here first, I suppose.
Probably not.
Met somebody who's worked on the first season as like an assistant to one of the behind the scenes kind of people. It might not last another season. Season 1 didn't really go well behind the scenes, and they're not looking to
behind the scenes or viewer received
well behind the scenes. And then because the first season, what do you know about the first season? It was kind of a bit meh. The storylines were a bit weird and really convoluted. I'm looking forward to watching it because I think it's out today as we record on the Saturday. I think it's out today. I'm looking forward to watching it. There's a new companion called Belinda, and there's a big robot episode, which was inspired by some. I'll read you something in a bit. I'm getting ahead of myself, but it looks interesting. There's a new companion called Belinda. For some reason, the Doctor can't return to Earth on this particular day. We don't know why. Big old mystery. We got Russell T Davies writing it, who's a great writer, but anyway, what I was saying was the rumors were that Disney had tried to sort of have too much control over the story, and however you want to finger point who the blame is for the really weird storylines that happened in the first season, hints that went nowhere, resolutions of mysteries that were like, what? It was just bizarre. And I'm hoping that they can again rectify it, but we'll see, because it's a really fun show and I like Ncuti Gatwa. Let me read you a little article.
The whole article?
No. The episode's called The Robot Revolution. The concept for The Robot Revolution is actually an idea that Russell T Davies crafted years ago. This is from Nerdist.com. A lot of people for birthday presents or for wedding anniversaries have a star named after them, Russell T Davies says. So for a very long time, I've been thinking to myself, what if the people who lived on that star accepted you as their ruler and came to get you? There's a rock singer in Britain called Justin Hawkins, who is the lead singer of The Darkness. A photograph of him as a boy was put on one of the Voyager spacecrafts that's been traveling for years. I've always thought, what if robots one day turn up looking for Justin Hawkins? They would think he's king of Earth. And when it came to inventing a new companion, it was actually the production team who said it's time to do my Belinda story. For years, I've been sort of saying, imagine a woman called Belinda and robots come to get her. So her name is Belinda Chandra, and they come from a star that they've called Belinda Chandra. And that's what the story is. I think it was kind of fun.
Okay. So
he's got these ideas that are just brilliant, clever, potentially very fun sci-fi ideas. And if he pulls it off, it's going to be good. I'm excited to watch it.
Okay.
You're never watching Doctor Who, are you?
No.
Dear listeners, if there was an episode that I could force Nick to watch to get him into Doctor Who, which episode would it be and why? Please submit your ideas either on the Patreon. I'll sort of poll Go to patreon.com/gaygeeks. You can give us $1 and a month to help us out, and you can have access to all these polls, or just email us at incompletegeekspodcast.com. incompletegeekspodcast@gmail.com.
There you go.
Help me get Nick into Doctor Who. Okay. 2 other shows. Black Mirror is starting.
What?
Black Mirror.
Oh, yeah.
It's got some interesting things in it. Very nerdy, very geeky. I'm excited. And Wheel of Time, which deserves its own geekiness.
I didn't
Have you
put enough
seen any
effort
of it?
into watching that, I think.
Okay. Which is fine.
I tried watching the first episode, I think kind of after like the Witcher debacle. And I think I was just maxed out on that kind of crap. And it didn't hit for me.
I heard that the first season and a little bit most of the second was a bit sort of like, what are they doing? They're kind of missing the mark.
I'm not watching 2 seasons waiting for it to get good. If you can't make it good in the first season, I'll give you the first 2 episodes.
Just start with 3, because apparently 3 makes major changes to some of the. I don't know. I don't want to call them plot holes, but some of the major sort of flaws with some of the female characters, and makes it a lot better.
Interesting.
I've heard people who watched it said it's actually really good. I'm really into it. I think season 3 has just recently finished, so it's not a brand new one, but I'm interested to.
I like all that kind of shit, but like, it didn't hold my attention.
Yeah. Also, Andor season 2 is coming out.
I know, and I should have tried to watch that, and I just wasn't paying attention. But that's because that's my fault.
Well,
that's a reflection on me, because I'm sure it was very good. I've heard it's very good. Andor was very good, but
I can't get
and not too Star Warsy for me, I think.
Okay,
but
I can't get over the fact that it's basically based on a random prequel film. Isn't it based on characters from Rogue One?
Yeah.
So it's like, why am I watching this? I know what's going to happen to these characters.
Yeah, but that's true of everything. Like, you kind of know what happens with a lot of stuff. It doesn't mean it's not a good story.
I suppose. But like, of all the Star Wars things to get involved in, I don't think Andor's high on my list.
Oh, I feel like it's the most highly acclaimed of all the shit they pump out. I'm not watching that Jude Law bollocks, am I?
I forgot about that. But like Mandalorian or a bunch of cartoons as well.
Sorry, Pedro.
Oh yeah, he's in that as well.
Yep. Any more for any more? We'll think of a load of things after we've published this, and we're so fucking stupid. But I feel like we ranted for 25 minutes about a Marvel cast list, and I think people are sick of it.
Which is worth it.
Let's do it. If there's anything we ranted about, there will be, that we got wrong. Saws.
Or if there's anything that we missed,
if there's anything we missed, you can let us know. Well, we've asked you to email us 1,000,000 times. I prefer if you email me about Strip Mario Kart and Smash Bros. But if there's anything else, email us incompletegeekspodcast@gmail.com. Make a TikTok or a reel and tag us at incompletegeeks on TikTok and Instagram.
If you're capable of supporting us, we do this for free. Any help is greatly appreciated. There's already people on there who are creating a community of gay geeks. Head over to patreon.com/gaygeeks.
Join us there.
Join us there. Access to a lot of posts that are, and more to come, for as little as you can join it for free. Actually,
you can join it for free.
But if you can,
we can like hang out.
Much appreciated. A little as $1 a month, and we will take you out for dinner. Minus the dinner part, we won't do that. We'll just take you out.
Just take you out. That sounds like a threat.
I know.
For all the things we got wrong today, we sincerely apologize. However, you know what? We're not complete geeks.
We are working on it, though.
Thank you for listening.
Ciao.
Bye.
I say ciao now because I got back from
Do
Italy.
you? You're all European now. Look at my tan.
Ciao.